Your pulse is racing. The room feels too loud. Every conversation feels like a test you didn't study for, and social anxiety is closing in. But what if the cure for modern burnout was hidden in the Egyptian desert 1,700 years ago? Long before therapy apps, breathing techniques, or productivity hacks, a group of radical spiritual practitioners, the Desert Fathers, developed something astonishingly simple. Not long prayers, not rituals, just one sentence, a single, rhythmic line designed to anchor your mind instantly. These are called micro prayers, and today you're going to learn 3 of them that can stop stress and social anxiety on the spot. Let's begin with the ancient system behind them. There's a strange word at the heart of this practice: monologistos. It comes from Greek, mono meaning one, logos meaning word or thought. A monologistos is a one-thought prayer, not a paragraph, not a stream of consciousness, just one line, repeated. Why? Because the Desert Fathers understood something we are only now rediscovering. The anxious mind doesn't need more information, it needs containment. When your thoughts are spiraling, what do they think of me? Did I say the wrong thing? Why am I like this? You don't fix that by arguing with yourself. You fix it by giving the mind a rail to run on, a single sentence that gently overrides the chaos. The Desert Fathers spent years in silence, observing the mind, and what they noticed is exactly what you experience today. The mind jumps, loops, catastrophizes, replays conversations, invents threats. In modern terms, we'd call this cognitive overload or anxiety spiraling, but they had a different word for it: logismoi, intrusive thoughts. Their solution? Not suppression, not analysis, but replacement. A monologistos becomes a mental anchor, something you return to again and again until the storm settles. Let's bring this into modern science. When you're anxious, especially socially anxious, your brain activates the amygdala, the fear center. That's what causes racing heart, sweaty palms, hyper-awareness of others, the feeling that something is wrong. Now here's the key. The amygdala responds to novelty and threat. It loses power when the brain enters rhythmic, predictable patterns. This is where the monologistos becomes powerful.
Reduces cognitive load, engages the brain's rhythmic systems, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, a calm response, gives your mind a safe loop instead of a chaotic one. It's similar to breathing exercises, mantras, even certain forms of music, but there's a difference. A monologistos isn't just rhythm, it's meaningful rhythm. It carries intention, direction, grounding. So instead of just calming the body, it anchors the self. When you're anxious in social situations, your instinct is to think your way out. Relax, be normal, don't mess this up. But that actually feeds the anxiety. Why? Because you're adding more thoughts to a system already overloaded. A monologistos does the opposite. It says, we're not solving anything right now. We're stabilizing. It's like dropping an anchor in rough water. You're still in the ocean, but you're no longer drifting. One of the key figures who preserved this practice was Abba Isaac. He taught that a single repeated prayer could become a portable sanctuary. Think about that. A sanctuary that doesn't require a quiet room, a meditation app, or perfect conditions. Just one sentence available anytime, in a crowded room, in a tense conversation, in the middle of a panic spike. That's what makes this ancient practice so relevant today, because modern anxiety doesn't wait for ideal conditions, and now you won't need them either. Before we get into the 3 specific prayers, you need to understand how to use them. This is simple, but the power is in the precision. Step 1. Keep it quiet and internal.
This isn't something you say out loud, it's internal, almost like a whisper in the mind. Step 2, sync it with your breath. You don't have to force this, but it helps. Half the sentence on the inhale, half on the exhale. This creates a natural rhythm that calms the nervous system faster. Step 3, repeat without evaluating. Don't ask, is this working? Do I feel better yet?
That pulls you back into anxiety. Just repeat. Let the sentence do the work. Step 4, return every time you drift. Your mind will wander. That's normal. Each time it does, gently come back to the phrase. No frustration, no judgment. That returning is the practice. Now let's get into the 3 monologistos prayers you can start using immediately. Each one targets a different layer of stress and social anxiety. 1. The grounding prayer. God, come to my assistance. Simple, direct, immediate. This prayer was used as a first response to mental agitation. Why it works? It interrupts spiraling thoughts. It shifts focus away from self-consciousness. It introduces a sense of support. You're not alone in the moment. When to use it? When walking into a social setting. When your heart suddenly starts racing. When you feel overwhelmed by noise or people. How it feels? At first, it might feel mechanical, but after a few repetitions, something shifts. The panic loses intensity. Your attention stabilizes. You're no longer trapped inside the anxiety. You're observing it. 2. The release prayer. Into your hands. That's it. No explanation, no elaboration. This is a prayer of letting go. Because at the core of social anxiety is this, the need to control how others perceive you. This sentence cuts directly through that. It says, I release the outcome. I don't need to manage everything. When to use it? When overthinking what to say. When replaying a conversation. When you feel judged or exposed. What happens? Instead of tightening, your mind softens. Instead of grasping, you release. And that release creates space for calm to return. 3. The stillness prayer. Be still. Short, almost abrupt, but incredibly powerful. This isn't a request. It's a command, directed inward. When anxiety rises, your mind speeds up. This prayer does the opposite. It introduces stillness as an instruction. When to use it? In the middle of a panic spike, when your thoughts are racing uncontrollably, when you feel overstimulated. How to apply it? Repeat slowly. Be still. Be still. Let the words stretch. Let them create space between thoughts, and gradually, the internal noise begins to quiet. Here's what makes this practice so powerful. It doesn't require you to fix your personality. It doesn't require confidence. It doesn't require perfect conditions. It gives you something far more practical, a way to interrupt anxiety instantly, a way to anchor your mind anywhere, a way to carry a portable sanctuary into every room you enter. So the next time your pulse races, the room feels too loud, and anxiety starts to close in, don't fight it. Don't analyze it. Just return to the sentence. One thought, repeated, and let the ancient rhythm silence the chaos.